This is part 2 to the ending message on session number 5 that I have on the series I have entitled Poetry Interlude Series, where I share my poetic creative side. And then after I share my poem, I decide to share some words of encouragement and sometimes get a little personal and share some things that inspired me to write that poem and things like that. So this is part 2 to the ending message of session number 5. Okay. To sum it all up, I've healed from a lot. I've healed from a lot of horrendous things that were done to me in my childhood and in my young adulthood years. But the hardest thing for me or the hardest things that I've had to heal from are the things that happened to me very negatively in my childhood. I went through a lot of MK Ultra, and I went through a lot of SA, SEXABUSE. Okay. Trigger warning, even though I'm not saying the full word here on YouTube, but okay. But anyway, sexual abuse is what I mean, okay? I'm not going to say those words all the way through anymore, but that's what I mean, okay? But I healed from a lot that I never thought I would be able to heal. If it wasn't for me having a close relationship with the Most High God, I would have not been able to heal certain unforgivable things that I've healed from. It is a miracle that I've healed from the things that I've healed from. Okay. Even though I did not heal from or receive closure from people that have done me wrong, and, I was never the type to, during my healing journey, I was never the type to, and still not to this day, at this part of my healing journey and at this part of my spiritual journey as well, at this part of my life, of me almost being 40 years old, okay, I'm almost an old woman now, okay, I'm in my late 30s now, but at this time of my life and at this time of my journey, spiritual journey and life journey overall, at this point of my life, I've learned how to not need closure from people. I'm not the type to expect or look forward to certain people apologizing to me who have wronged me, in my childhood or any other part of my life that, were very negative, okay. I just prayed about it, meditated a lot, prayed a lot, and prayed some more and prayed some more. Like I pray every day now, but at first it wasn't like that. There were times that the Most High spared my life when I was not praying every day. So that's why I share certain things that I share at times, and I advocate and encourage for people to have a close relationship with the Most High God if they believe in Him, okay? If you believe in the Most High already, then, do so. But if you do not believe in the Most High, then do not get offended, okay? But for my believers out there who believe in the Most High God, it's very important to get a close relationship with Him, As some people say, Divine Mother, Divine Father, the great I Am, Most High God, the Divine Source Creator. There are many names for the Creator of this earth and the Creator of this universe, okay? But what I've learned is me having a closer relationship with the Most High God helped me to heal from things I never thought I could. I could have not been able to heal certain things completely on my own, even though in a physical sense, it was on my own, without having people's help, here on earth. But in a spiritual sense, I was not alone because the Most High God helped me to heal from things that He knew people would not help me heal from. So I encourage you that if you do believe in the Most High God, get a closer relationship to Him. Okay? The divine can help you. The Most High can help you. Okay? The Most High God can help you through anything as long as you have faith. As long as you do your best and you have the willpower to keep going, even if you feel weak at times. Just have that little bit of, faith as a mustard seed, Some of us heard of that little term as a kid, or that type of slogan or statement as a kid. You just got to have faith the size of a mustard seed, for God, or this, that, right? Well, that's all it takes. Faith the size of a mustard seed is all it takes, Keep having that willpower to keep going. Do not give up. And if there are things that you need to heal from, it's very important to do that healing work. You need to. And if you do need help, you do not have to do like me and heal from things physically on your own. If you need that help with speaking to someone physically and not just only praying and meditating about it like I did, then do so. Do what's best for you. I was just sharing some of my personal story of how I'm so thankful for the Most High God in my life. And if it wasn't for the Most High God, I would not have been able to heal from things that I healed from at this part of my life. And at the time when I was healing from those things, back then in the year 2022 and 2023, when I was doing my shadow work and inner child healing type of things on my spiritual journey, But if you're not on your spiritual journey, you may not understand those terms, inner child healing or shadow work and things like that. But if you're interested, just, do your research, all right? But I'm not trying to have long sessions or videos on here. So I noticed that the part 1 to this ending message of session 5 was kind of cut short because I really don't want my sessions on here longer than 15 minutes. So I decided to do a part 2 to the ending message of session number 5 on my series I have on here called Poetry Interlude Series. But anyway, if you do need to heal from certain things, do what you need to do when you are ready. You can only do things when you're ready, like that. Because sometimes there's certain things that you may not want to look at. You may not want to get all those skeletons out the closet of things that are really dark and deep, So do that deep healing work. Do that shadow work, that deep, deep inner child healing work. Only when you're ready, okay? Do not let anyone rush you on that, You know what I'm saying? Even though there's a lot of malicious-hearted people in this world who I wish would hurry up and freaking heal so they can quit being malicious to others, because hurt people, right? I know you've heard that before. Hurt people. So there's a lot of evil in this world. There's a lot of malicious-hearted people in this world because of them being hurt inside and they're not willing to heal certain things that they need to. And so they outwardly just decide to be a narcissist type of person, for example, or just any other type of malicious-hearted person, but you still cannot rush anyone from healing. It's their choice, just like it's your choice. So heal when you're ready. But I am here to tell you today that it will benefit you very positively in the long run and you really do feel better, you enhance your self-love within yourself, even if you have self-love now. And you recognize in your own journey that you have not healed from certain things that you need to. And maybe you're not ready right now. It's okay. But I'm here to tell you that healing from certain things and during your inner child healing work and your shadow work and things like that, when you're really genuinely doing that and you're serious about healing those things that you need to, that are really deep and dark and things like that, just know that in the long run, that benefits you so positively. There's not even enough words for me to describe of that. So that's the only type of statement that I could really just make of that, to just sum it all up and just, keep it simple with the message that I wanted to share on the end of this session number 5. Okay? So stay encouraged, stay prayed up, and thanks for listening. And more of these sessions coming soon.